Reminiscent of our main event, two major heavyweights going to war here. And James, great sign of respect, extends the hand to Gacy. Gacy is standout, seen in Combat Zone Wrestling. And Bull James, New York native, a man from my homestead, Brooklyn, New York. Collar and elbow tie-up. A man that is familiar to the fans of not only World's Finest Wrestling, but the world of wrestling at large. Former competitor in NXT. And both men getting a feel for each other. Collar and elbow tie-up. Jockeying for position in the middle of the ring. And James into the hammerlock. Reversal by Gacy. Great reversal there. Headlock applied by Gacy. Steps over. Cover. Oh. Great ring awareness there by Gacy, knowing where to be, where he was, and how to get there. And James and now test of strength into a variation of a straitjacket. Locking the wrists around one another and using Gacy's own hands and own weight to throttle the throat of the man once known as the Chainsaw. Keep the pressure on. Reversal. Nope. James keeps it going. And once again, X marks the spot for Gacy. Not giving up is Gacy, a man that rarely gives up. And now James sent into the corner. Broken at 4. Both men now in a neutral corner. And it's interesting to see Bull James's resurrection and rebirth here in the world of pro wrestling after leaving NXT. More aggressive, more hard edge, a little less bull fit, and a little more right hand to the throat. And you see it here isolating that right arm, trying to pop the shoulder out of the socket. Gacy trying to fight out of it. And he gets into the corner. James will break it 4. And you see the respect between the two men. They may not like each other, but they respect each other for the intensity, the power, and the devastation they both bring to the ring. Headlock applied by James. Sends him to the ropes. Off he comes. Takes Gacy down with the shoulder. Off the ropes. Tries to trip him up, did Gacy. Ducks under the elbow. Gacy ducks under one more time. Tries to go for a hurricane run. Oh, look at that. A little bit of a cartwheel there by James. A little bit of a standoff here on this muggy night in Deer Park. Standing nose to nose in the middle of the ring. Oh. Drives the knee into the midsection. Both men are men you don't want to test. Quick flash European uppercut. Hooks the outside leg 1. Only a 1 count. Works on the arm, isolating the wrist and the elbow. Take away the arm, you take away the striking ability of James, you take away his ability to do any power moves. The arm and the knee are two of the most important parts of a pro wrestler. Magistral, cover 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Gacy once again going after that arm. Working the left arm over. Using that. And it's great how, it's interesting to see how Gacy's using his hand to hold on to his wrist and using his right hand to push into the shoulder and clenching onto his right hand with his left wrist. And now James pulling onto the hair. And once again using that fulcrum, that levy system to try to push the hand into the shoulder to push it up and out. And now goes into a variation of a cravat. Working on the shoulder, trying to isolate it and pop it out of socket, but James is too strong. James fighting out of it. Brooklyn born and Brooklyn bred, the Brooklyn Bull sends Gacy over, but favoring that arm. Kicks the elbow in. Once again, going for that shoulder. You can hear the screams of pain coming from Bull James. Gacy trying to use that leverage and momentum. Breaking at the count of 4. This is great methodical wrestling by Gacy. You may not like the tactics, you may not like him bending the rules, but he knows how to isolate and create pain. And now Bull James is a wounded animal, and Gacy's going in for the kill. Irish whip using that damaged arm. Clothesline. James goes down like a pile of bricks. And once again isolating that arm. Working on the shoulder. Great methodology by Gacy. Wearing James down, using the heat, and now, once again, pulling back on the fingers. His knee and his leg at a 90-degree angle, trying to pop out the shoulder of Bull James. Every push, every pull, every tweak of those fingers sends pain shooting down the arm. And every centimeter, every millimeter of separation puts James that much closer to defeat here tonight. But James up to his knees, trying to get into an offensive position. But an arm wringer by Gacy sends a strong Bull down to his knees. Now going for the jaw. Trying to isolate Bull James. Stop the airflow. Pull back on the neck, create more strife and tension in that shoulder. Gacy using practically his whole upper body to try to pop out the shoulder of Bull James. And now James interlocking his hands, interlocking his fingers, trying to fight through the pain as the crowd here at Deer Park gets behind Bull James. James up to his knees now. Up to both feet into a vertical base. Arm drag. Running right hand, but James not going down, still on one knee, now on both feet. Taking that time to shake out that arm is giving Gacy more shots. Right hand. Devastating left hands. Stumbling, clumbling, clobbering if you will. Ducks into that hand. Tried to go for a variation of the lethal injection. Sends Gacy down, reverse waist lock applied. Rolls through, hooks the crag. 1, 2, no. DDT! DDT by James! Hooks the outside leg. 1, 2, no! The outside shoulder, the inside shoulder, doesn't matter. He kicked out at 2 3/4. Savate kick to the midsection. Knee driving into the point of the jaw. Blocked by James. Ace Crusher! Ace Crusher by Gacy. Hooks the outside leg. 1, 2. Kick out by James. James in a world of hurt now. Both men on one knee. Gacy, the first one to a vertical base. Charges in, nothing but the turnbuckle pad. Same thing for James. Blocks that kick to the midsection, pushes him off the ropes. And now Bull James is charged up. Strikes by Gacy. Palm strikes, and vicious ones at that by James. Devastating forearm. Here comes Gacy. Bicycle kick. One more ace crusher, no reversed. Pedigree! Could be 1, 2, let's hope! We love it loud! Let's go to our official decision. Bull James pulls out. Bull James pulling out the huge victory here tonight. Only the finest will survive, but Gacy putting on one hell of a showing. A great battle of the bulls right here in World's Finest Wrestling.